Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Black Ops 6 news video. So something very strange happened here last week in Call of Duty, and honestly a lot of us completely missed it. In fact, I think we weren't even supposed to notice it. A small update, maybe a gig or two in size, quietly dropped for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It seemed like nothing major on the surface, and no big patch notes, no flashy content announcements, just your typical under-the-radar stability patch, right? Well, not quite, because buried deep inside the update, hidden within the backend of Call of Duty HQ and the core files of Black Ops 6 was wall running. You heard me, wall running is back. The movement system we haven't seen since Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare is apparently being tested, and it could be returning in Black Ops 7 or whatever the next mainline Call of Duty ends up being called in 2025. So for this one, we're gonna dive deep into these leaks, what it could mean for multiplayer and how it might affect Warzone, and honestly why it feels like this leak changes directions for Call of Duty in a huge way. Now before we get into all that, let's just have a quick word from today's sponsor. Whether you're looking to unlock the Black Ops 6 Mastery camos or grind them out in easier lobbies, you should definitely check out today's sponsor, Mitch Cactus. As the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, Mitch Cactus offers services on all platforms. Browse their website and you'll find multiple discounted offers available, and with my code HYPNO you'll get an extra discount on your order. Thank you again to Mitch Cactus for sponsoring this video. So how did this all come out? A few sharp-eyed data miners, including known leaker Hey I'm Alex and a couple of others in the community, noticed something odd after the latest Black Ops 6 update. Specifically, they spotted animations and assets tied to the wall running mechanics, similar to what we had in Black Ops 3. Not just leftover code, but fully functional movement that looked almost identical to the advanced traversal we saw in Treyarch's 2015 classic. And this wasn't just some quick 1-2 step up the wall like you'd see with a vault or wall mantle. No, this was full-on Black Ops 3 wall running. Long runs, smooth transitions, even corner movements. The only thing missing, jetpacks. But that's what makes it all so interesting, because what we're seeing here looks like a stripped down, boots on the ground version of Black Ops 3's advanced movement, without the vertical chaos of boost jumping. This could be a huge shift in how Call of Duty plays in 2025. Now, before we jump the gun and start shouting from the rooftops that Black Ops 7 has wall running confirmed, let's pump the brakes here real quick. Some folks, again including data miners like Hey I'm Alex, have raised a valid point. This might not be intentional. They've speculated it could be a weird bug or maybe even some leftover legacy code from Modern Warfare's engine that accidentally got re-enabled. After all, Modern Warfare 2019 and the entire IW engine family has shared a lot of back-end tools over the years. It's possible this isn't some master plan from Treyarch, but rather just some old code that slipped through QA. But here's where things get kind of suspicious. Why include these animations in a public-facing update so close to when we know the next game is in development? Call of Duty 2025's reveal is on the horizon, and to me this just feels a little too convenient to be accidental. Let's assume for a moment this wasn't a mistake. What would wall running look like in Black Ops 7? Well, rumors for months now have pointed towards Treyarch's 2025 title being set in the near future, specifically 2035, making it a direct sequel to Black Ops 2. According to multiple leaks, the game will feature a campaign continuing the story from Black Ops 2's futuristic setting, multiplayer with Omni movement, a refined system allowing players more freedom of motion including partial wall running, a return to remastered Black Ops 2 maps alongside new ones, and of course round-based zombies with a rumored transit-style map and the OG cast returning. And this wall-running leak, it lines up exactly with those rumors. It's not like they're going full advanced warfare with exosuits, but they might be bringing fans halfway. No jetpacks, no thruster boosting, just smoother, more vertical movement without fully sacrificing the boots on the ground feel. Think of it kind of like Black Ops 3 Lite Edition, if that makes sense, but grounded. Now here's where things start to get messy though. Warzone. Because if Black Ops 7 really is adding wall running as a core mechanic, the big question becomes, how does that translate to Warzone? We've already seen some leaked footage of this new movement on Verdansk, which suggests testing is already underway, but the truth is this could fracture the community. Remember the tail end of Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare, the whole jetpack era fatigue was very real. When Modern Warfare 2019 came out with its boots on the ground gameplay, the sigh of relief from the community was massive. And since then, millions of new players have joined the franchise through Warzone. For them, Call of Duty is a boots on the ground game, myself included. That's their baseline. Asking us to suddenly adapt to wall running and advanced traversal might be a bit too much. Let's face it here, some players only log in for a few hours a week. Are they going to want to deal with people flying across walls mid-gunfight? Probably not. This all brings us to a pretty big crossroads. Call of Duty now has two main audiences. The multiplayer faithful, veterans who've been around since the Black Ops 2 days who might actually be excited to see a return of wall running, the Warzone generation who cut their teeth in Verdansk and Al-Mazrah and are used to more grounded combat. You can't please both if they expect completely different things from movement. And maybe, just maybe, this is the movement where Warzone finally splits from the mainline games. Think about it, if Warzone were to go fully independent with its own mechanics, progression, and balance system, it could avoid being thrown into chaos every time a new COD comes out. That way, Treyarch could go wild with their vision for Black Ops 7. And Warzone could stay consistent for a broader casual audience. Could this be the push that finally makes that happen? And here's something else to consider. If wall running is in testing now, that might just be the first domino in a bigger shift. With this leak, we've now seen files related to Infinity Ward's next engine, reportedly codenamed IW-10. And their next title, which many expect to be Modern Warfare 4. What's odd is that these new engine files have no mention of wall running or advanced movement. So think about the weirdness of that. You bring back wall running for 1 year with Treyarch, then immediately go back to boots on the ground. Oh man, it feels inconsistent. Unless Activision is starting to test new movement systems as experiments, trying to gauge player reactions before deciding what direction to go long term. If the wall running in Black Ops 7 is loved, maybe it becomes permanent, if not, back to basics. Either way, this isn't just a one-off leak. It could very well shape the entire future of how Call of Duty plays. So when are we actually going to hear official information about Black Ops 7? Well, if history is any indicator, the Xbox Games Showcase on June 8th is probably our best bet. That's when both Modern Warfare 2 and 3 along with Black Ops 6 were first teased in past years. So odds are we'll at least get a logo drop or a title announcement or something. But here's what the community kind of predicts. June 8th, we get the official title reveal, maybe just a short stinger or logo. Then a full reveal event happens in-game during the Season 4 Reloaded update later that month, just like previous reveals for Cold War and Vanguard. It's a smart move. You funnel players back into Warzone and Zombies and multiplayer, use the event to spike engagement, and then hit them with the trailer for Black Ops 7 in-game. Activision's done it before, and with how much they love to tie reveals to player counts, I'd bet money that's how this will go down. Now, my personal opinion, do I want wall running back in Call of Duty? Honestly, maybe. If it's done right and doesn't overwhelm the gameplay, I could get used to it. Black Ops 3 kinda nailed the movement system, and if Treyarch can modernize it without making the game feel like Titanfall, it could actually freshen things up. But honestly, if it's just a copy and paste of old mechanics, no, sir. Especially in Warzone, I think it could backfire and definitely will backfire. We'll have to wait and see, but one thing's clear, Call of Duty 2025 is not playing it safe. And whether that ends up being a bold innovation or a risky experiment, it's going to be very fun to watch unfold. So that's where I'll leave it. Now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the wall running leak? Are you excited, skeptical? Do you think it belongs in Warzone at all, or should it be an exclusive to multiplayer? And how do you guys think that would play out in Zombies? Like, honestly, I can't see that working in Zombies. I'm trying to imagine it, it's just not working, boys. It's not working, okay? Maybe I'm not creative enough, but no. So yeah, just go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. And of course, if you enjoyed this breakdown, then don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to help us on the grind to 100,000 subscribers. I'll be covering more zombies gameplay, strategies, news videos, the whole nine. But anyways guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever in the world you are. And as always, goodbye.